Hello YouTube, guess what just came in from Total Seal, special delivery. I don't know about special delivery, but it is a special delivery to me. And I just couldn't wait to get into it. So let's just get into it. Things in a box inside of a box, inside of a box, inside of a box. All right, there's our part number if you want to go out and get you one, because I know you do. Wow, and my birthday isn't until Wednesday. Woo, buddy. Happy birthday to me. All right, you look good. Thank y'all. See you later. All right. We have some instructions. And here we go. I like it. We will do a video on how to use this bad dog at another time. All right, now you know how to use a file to cut ring end gaps. You know how to use a ring file to cut ring gaps, a mechanical ring file. And I think that's the best way to do it, because you're gonna learn the feel of the ring. You're gonna learn how it feels in your hand. You're gonna learn and know what you're doing. Once you have the basics and you know what you're doing, it took a long time to get down the ring file videos, because you just can't talk about ring filing and you're just going to cut a ring. You have to learn, what are you doing? What effects are you having when you cut that ring? All that being said, boom, we have now a professional ring cutter. It's 110 volts. It plugs in. You can't beat this. It's a great piece of equipment, quality made, American made, money well spent. Ask Shop Mom, they're not cheap, they're not expensive. It's taken this long for me to have one. I've worked in this industry my whole life, literally my whole life. Just showing you that you don't need one of these. You know, you don't need to go 200 miles an hour. You don't need to eat that beautiful steak. You don't need that glass of wine. But you can splurge, is that a word? I haven't had any wine. And treat yourself when you do hard work. Voila, here we are. This is a beautiful piece. Let's go out into the shop and we're going to plug this in. I'm going to dress the stone for the first time, and we're going to cut some rings, showing you how to use it. It's a beautiful piece of equipment. While we're up here in front, nope, let's get out to the shop and I'll show you out in the shop. I'm taking this puppy with me. It may go home with me. Come on. Okay, here it is. Here's the beautiful Total Seal ring cutter. Brand new, just out of the box. We've unboxed it. I've just plugged it in. Haven't even undone the cable on it. Real good quality piece. I see a little stud right there. It has a little bend in it, but hey, that's how you know it's American made. Alrighty then. We won't worry about that. Let's see this puppy. Pretty quiet. All right, let's just get to it. We've shown you how to use a file. We've shown you how to use a handheld ring cutter. Now we're going to go to the Cadillac of ring cutters. This is not for everybody out there, but It is for a lot of y'all out there. And if not, and now you've seen cutting it with a file or by hand. Now let's use a piece of equipment to do the same thing that we done the other way. If that makes any sense or not. But let's get to it. As soon as you get this and you set it up, it's pretty much unbox it, put it on the table. You're ready to go. But you do need to dress the cutting wheel. This cutting wheel right here will need to be dressed. If you've seen, I've lightly dressed the side of it, just touched it. You don't have to worry about cutting tons on there. What you want to do is you want to get it, the imperfections out of there where it's nice and flat. And I'll show you how to do that. All right, it comes with the dresser. You put the dresser up here. Here's your stop. This stop right here is what's going to be the stop for the ring. When you put the ring in, that's going to be your stop that you set every time. What I love about the stop is once the stop is in the down position where you set your ring in or the cutter, it doesn't move. Once it's in the up position, now we can grind or cut the ring. Pretty cool. In the up position, it doesn't move. That's how you set stuff up. It is down. There's the bit. We're going to put it on top. We're going to slide it over. We're going to lock it, pull it back. Now we're able to dress the wheel. We want to dress the side of the wheel before we start cutting any rings to go ahead and get it properly dressed for cutting. If not, it could have a little bit of a angle to it, and you don't want that. So, it's on. There's a dial right here. That's how you turn. There's an indicator there, tells you how much you're cutting. And basically all we want to do is just turn the dial. Can you hear that? At first, it will make an interrupted cut noise. And as long as it's cutting all the way around, you don't have to dress it till you see all the darkness gone. You'll know because all of a sudden will be smooth. All right, we've dressed the side of the wheel. Don't be alarmed if you have a dark spot and a light spot. As you can tell, I'm just not touching there. I could keep dressing it and make it real pretty and white. There's no reason to take away the thickness of this wheel prematurely. Also, what I'm going to go ahead and do now is go online, go to the catalog, and I'm going to get me another wheel to have in stock. Makes sense? All right, I'm trying to make this the easiest for y'all to see. Harder for me, but it's easier for y'all. That's what's important here. All right, this tool is made by Total Seal, one of the best rings out there. I don't want to say it's, you know, this is an advertisement for Total Seal, but this is made by them. So a ring manufacturer making a tool to cut rings. 2 thumbs up for me. I don't know where I'm looking at. My thumb's a little crooked there, but not to worry. All right. The next thing we have to set up, it's been dressed. It's ready to go. What's the next thing we do? Take this off. Don't lose this. And it's now time to put the ring in place. We want to put the stop right here. That's a stop. And I don't know if zooming in maybe might be the thing to do. Maybe that's better or worse. I'm going to go zoom in motion. So here's the stop right here. I'm going to go ahead and put the stop up. Once again, it locks the cutting head. Down, we're ready to cut. Up, we're ready to set. Up is set, down is cut. All right, we have a ring. This dial here, I'm going to go ahead and loosen it up so that we can see that it moves whichever way. What we want to do is put the ring in here. We want to put the flat spot up against our stop. There's a little spot right in here that the ring sits in. You can see it right there. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and find the angle now against the stop. I've pretty much determined that's a pretty good spot to lock this in. It comes up there. It looks pretty flat. Not to worry. I'll be right here. Let's do something like this. Okay, we can ink I don't know if you can see that. We can ink the tip of the ring, and then we can put the ring in here up against the stop. Now that I have this adjusted, it's pretty much just up against this and up against the stop. Lock it in. Okay, pull the stop back, and we're ready to cut. At this point, what we could do is go until we just touch the ring. Can you hear that? There, you hear that? Just touching the ring. Okay. Now that it's just touching the ring, we can go ahead and set our dial to 0. We're set. We're set at just touching the ring, and we're at 0 on the dial. Also, while we just touched the ring, what am I looking at the bottom? I gotta look at there. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going the wrong way. It's cutting a little crooked. It's not cutting straight. I'm gonna look up at the air gap, and yep, I am cutting a little on the bottom. So, put the stop up, put it into place, and now I know that I need to come a little bit more. Move my dial, set it, lock my ring, and let's go ahead and cut. Let's go ahead and remove off that bad dude. Ah, voila. Much better on the tip. Look at that. Okay, let me look at my gap. Perfect. All right, that's how easy it is to set. Your very first cut, just go ahead and touch the ring, and then you can move the ring, the angle, by just turning this to here. Once this is set, check how easy this is. You get a ring, stop up, drop the ring in place. Anybody could do it at this point, because all you're doing is setting it and forgetting it. Pull that back, turn that on. There's your 0 cut. I wanted to cut, let's say, 4 thousandths. There's my 0 cut. Let's 0 that puppy in. There's 0. Let's go ahead and cut 4 thousandths. Whoop. Look at there. Boy, I'm just gonna, so excited, I'm dropping the ring everywhere. So look at there. If I could find the spot and show you right there. Right there. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a beautiful finish. I may even get in here a little closer. I don't know if that's possible. Let's try that. There we go. All right. Can you see that finish? Can you see how nice and sharp that is? That is just the finest thing I've ever seen. Look at that. All right. Alrighty then. I don't know. We'll worry about that. There you go. There you go. Kind of. Well, anyway. Anywho, there it is, and it's that simple. All right, so there you go, and it's literally that simple to use this. In about what, a minute, we learn how to use it. Done. Let's repeat again. We're going to cut, let's say we checked it, and now we determine we need to cut 2 more on the ring. We need to cut 2 more on the ring. Stop, up, stop it. Ring up against this and the stop. Pull the stop back, turn it on. All right, so let's determine, let's say we're going to cut 2 more now. It's the time to cut 2 more thousand, just 2. By hand, I'm going to just sit there and lightly come into it. Let's repeat. Stop up against the stop, up against the stop. lock her in. I think I'm learning to go ahead and back it off. Here we go. Till we just touch. And there we are. We're 1/1000ths off. Let's go ahead and re-zero in right there. All right. So let's cut 2. 1 2/1000ths on the dial. Ah, what a beautiful finish. So it's real easy. I want to say, I would think it'd be easier to teach somebody on this than it would be the other way. Is an art. The hand way, the mechanical way is a lot of skill goes into the hand, the way you turn, how much you squeeze. I mean, all of it has a lot of artistic ability. You got to have somebody really skilled guy. This here, you could almost put. I know that my granddaughter could run this. This is that simple, and this is that precise. I mean, it just beats everything on the market. It's well worth the investment. It's not inexpensive. I'll put a link at the bottom and you can go get you one of these. But really, it's been a long time coming since we haven't had one. It's been the perfect opportunity to get one. This will pay for itself. In our environment, it'll probably be several months. In a smaller environment, we're a smaller environment, it may be in a year. If you do 5 sets of rings, I got a feeling that you'll probably pay it off pretty quick. If you do a set of rings a week, sometimes we'll go 2 or 3 weeks and I won't cut a ring. We'll be doing cylinder heads, we'll be doing balancing, we'll be doing other stuff, and then all of a sudden we'll be doing assembly and we'll cut rings on 5 engines. So this here, you're not gonna pry it from my hands now. I think that's it. It's a great ring cutter. Once again, super simple. Let's pick a number. Pick 3/1000ths. We're going to put it against the stop, put it against the stop. We're going to lock it, pull the stop back. We're going to turn it on. I'm going to go ahead and just pull the dial back a little bit and just go ahead and touch the ring. There we go. And there's my 0. I don't know if you can see it. There's my 0. So we're going to go ahead and add 1 2/1000ths. And I would probably recommend, come up on it. Every 2/1000ths cut. If you're going to cut 5, don't turn it down 5 and go into the stone at 5. That's not how I would do it. I'm just learning, and now I'm teaching. How's that? But ease up on it. Cut 2 at a time. Cut 2. Cut 2 more. Cut your last 1. You don't need to go 5 and cut into it. I think what probably would end up happening if you into the butcher mode, it's going to be fast enough as it is you'll end up rounding off your edge here. You're going to be coming into the side of that stone. Just cut 2 at a time, people. Come on now. All right. I think this is pretty self-explanatory, like I said, and pretty awesome. I'm going to put that up there, put my dresser back on it. It can't move. It can't hurt anybody. What's an extra bonus around here? Probably wondering what this wheel is on there. It's not necessarily a grinding wheel. It's a buffing wheel. And check this out. I've already done my rings, and I need to just take off the little burrs at the end. Done. We just took the little burrs off, and I didn't have to sit there and take a little file, which is fine. I don't mind doing it, but it is time consuming. So as quickly as you cut the ring, go through the motions here. Cut. Back. I'm going to back off a hair. 0. I'm going to cut 2. I'm going to go and lock that every time so you can't hurt anything. And then just go right there and right there. Right there, right there. And you don't need to sit there and you're not removing material from there. You're getting rid of the little burr. And that's it. You're done. That ring is done. All right, I think I'm done. The ring is done. I'm done. All right. hope y'all enjoyed that. This was just a Cadillac of ring cutters. Just finishing up the series on cutting rings. We'll see you on the next one. All right, pretty cool, wasn't it? I don't know if I enjoyed it more than y'all watching me. You couldn't see my face, but there was a smile from here to here. Yay, I finally have a total seal ring file. It is an electronic ring file. Actually, and I've used them before, and actually it's easier to use that than to go through everything I just showed you. But I wouldn't want you to even touch that unless you knew how to do it by hand. One day the power's going to go out and you're going to have to build that engine. You know what I mean? If you know how to do it the old-fashioned way by hand, electronic stuff is awesome. It enhances what you do. Learning on the electronic stuff, you might get the job done, but you don't know what you're doing. I don't know if that makes any sense, and I went a long way, and I really appreciate y'all hanging in there all that time. Just because I couldn't just show you the Cadillac way to do it, I want you to be able to do it with a file and do it correctly, to know what you're doing. Once you know what you're doing, the rest is easy cheesy. You will start asking your own questions because you know what you're doing and you know how it affects stuff. The other way, just teaching you to do this, and I don't need to explain to you why it affects the other things that you're doing. You're not learning anything besides just, how to do something someone's telling you. And maybe that works for you. But I'd rather empower people with education of what you're doing and how it affects things around you. Before long, the more you go, the more that you start asking the right questions on yourself. Oh, you start answering those questions. Before long, you're like me and you're talking to yourself. Alrighty then. I'm going to shut this puppy down. I'm going to get back to work. If you liked anything you've seen, hit the like and subscribe button. Leave me a comment. I'm done with the rings. I promise you I'm done with the rings. Leave me a comment and see what the next one is. I've been working on some balancing videos. If any of y'all have been watching my live streams, I'm trying to get my minutes up. So I've been just coming on live streaming, but it seems like y'all like the live streams as well. I'm just the clown in an analog world. I don't know what to say. Anyway, tell your buds, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your chickens, tell your piggies. Tell anybody that will listen to you. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. This is going to be airing on Thanksgiving week. So, I need to get out of here and get to work. We'll see you on the next one. All right, I was right, wasn't I? Pretty cool. All right, I don't know what else to say. That says everything on its own. It is pretty cool. Well, take 18, take 19, take me home. Alrighty then. Pretty cool, wasn't it? Like I said, you don't. I like to